Okay, so let's get down to cortisol support. So due to the power of the adrenals and how they impact the players involved with hormone health, this may be the most difficult area to resolve. It will require an adaptogen, but choosing one is difficult. Included here is the info for how each one helps the adrenals and other areas or conditions affected by the adrenals. So the goal here is to help you make the decision as to what adaptogen to recommend. Remember that the adrenals need more than nutrients to be healthy. Stress management is the most important part and the hardest to do. Gut work is essential for adrenal health. Blood sugar must be stabilized. And of course, the liver needs support. These are the vitamins and minerals. B vitamins, vitamin C, zinc, chromium, manganese, magnesium, selenium, copper, and potassium. Now again, this is best done through food, or you can do the multi as we have suggested in other protocol information, with the exception of the B vitamins, which if you think they really are depleted in Bs, then they're going to need a B complex, which you can either get in a multi, or you can do that separately because you know they're getting enough of all these other nutrients through food. Okay, so this brings us to the adaptogens. And so this is sort of a shortened version of what's in the adaptogen video in Module 4, just so that you have it here and in the protocol chart. So American ginseng helps with fatigue, improves sexual performance and cellular health. Panax ginseng is a metabolic regulator, improves gap junction cell-to-cell communication, and helps in some forms of cancer. Siberian ginseng, also known as eleuthero root, helps the body cope with metabolic stress, regulates cells, and sleep. So again, you can just see from this, if you were looking for things for sleep, you can go to the protocol chart and circle all the ones that help with sleep, and then decide what else they might do that might be helpful for the client's issues and pick based on that. Reishi mushroom helps with immune support, anxiety, sleep. It helps balance adrenal hormones. It's good for liver repair, either from hepatitis or liver damage. It is an anti-inflammatory and prebiotic. Shiitake mushroom supports liver function related to preventing weight gain, boost immunity, and is prebiotic. Maitake mushrooms, immune supportive and prebiotic. Of course, all mushrooms have anti-cancer properties, and yes, I have looked them all up. And they are prebiotic as well. Cordyceps, which often falls into the mushroom category, but it's technically a fungus, helps support recovery from adrenal depletion, aids immune function, improves respiratory capacity, and helps with physical endurance. It is an aromatase inhibitor. So remember, if you're looking for somebody who needs higher testosterone levels, or you're concerned about excess estrogen, aromatase inhibiting foods are great, and so this could be one. And again, this comes as a supplement. You don't get it as a food. It is prebiotic as well, but it does show up in formulas, so there's different ways of getting it. Goji berries, or also known as wolfberries, it's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, helps with energy, stamina, sleep, and immune function. Schizandra stabilizes blood sugar, supports the liver, thyroid, kidneys, and the nervous system. It also helps with depression, insomnia, anxiety, and supports low energy due to adrenal fatigue, hot flashes, prebiotic. It's prebiotic, it's anti-aging, it helps with memory, it regulates nitric oxide and cortisol. It also has an adaptive, see, this is why I love Schizandra, has an adaptogenic effect on the central nervous system, specifically the sympathetic, endocrine, immune, respiratory, cardiovascular, and gastrointestinal systems. So this is just a win-win across the board, and again, you can get it as capsules and food and whatever. It's one that I would highly recommend. Relora aids sleep and weight loss by lowering cortisol levels and upping DHEA. Licorice root can inhibit the enzymes that break down cortisol and increase energy endurance, boost the immune system, protect the thymus from cortisol damage, prevent progesterone from being converted to cortisol. Rhodiola balances stress-related mental and physical fatigue, combats anxiety, it's anti-aging, suppresses the production of cortisol, can help eating and sleeping patterns improve after stress, protects against oxidative stress, heat stress, Radiation and exposure to toxic chemicals protects the heart and liver, increases use of oxygen, improves memory, aids weight loss, in combination with citrus aurantium, which again is a supplement that you can buy. Holy basil helps fight fatigue, stress, boosts the immune system, regulates blood sugar, especially helps with ulcers, gastritis, diarrhea. Bloat helps regulate blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Should be used cautiously with those with hypoglycemia or who are on anticoagulants or trying to conceive or get pregnant, because it can cause uterine contractions. Ashwagandha helps with the immune system, can improve white blood cells during chemo, eases anxiety, improves memory, muscle mass, and recovery after exercise. It is also adaptogenic for the thyroid for both hypo and hyper, and aids the body in lowering cortisol levels, helps with constipation, IBS, and is an antimicrobial. Astragalus boosts immunity and balances the effects of stress by increasing anti-stress compounds that can be used to repair and prevent stress-related damage to the body. It reduces the ability of stress hormones like cortisol to bind to cell receptors, protects against brain damage, and is an antioxidant. Maca is good for energy and performance, enhances fertility for men and women, helps with menopause. It's good for hot flashes, vaginal dryness, mood swings, protects skin against ultraviolet radiation, and also may help with male prostate issues. Shatavari, or also known as asparagus racemosus or wild asparagus, slows gastric emptying, balances stomach acid, and helps with gas. Helps with moods in general, as well as related to when they are related to PMS, menopause, low libido, or other reproductive issues. Aloe vera helps protect areas of the body affected by stress, contains most of the vitamins and minerals needed to support the adrenal function, helps with inflammation, supports gut health, immune system function, balances blood pressure and blood sugar, and helps with skin and health and digestion. And by the way, aloe vera does come in a capsule. But obviously for GI support, especially for the intestinal wall lining and that sort of healing benefit and promoting good gut bacteria and helping the stomach lining and the esophagus and all that stuff, you're better off with the gel. My only issue is the preservatives in it, so you can get the plant and get the gel out of the leaves yourself. A lot of stores sell that now. So there's ways to work with aloe vera so that you don't have to have the preservative, but I don't worry about the preservative in the short term. If it's a month or so, I don't really worry about it. Nettle leaf helps with sex hormone binding globulin and aromatase activity, which of course is going to help with estrogen and testosterone levels. Help with usable estrogen and testosterone levels. Help with BPH, inflammation, and supports immune function. Helps with peptic ulcer by lowering excess stomach acid, can decrease the sensitivity to stress at the cellular level. Of course, there are adrenal glandulars. They are considered adaptogenic. They're best used for a short period only. And also, probiotics are good for the adrenals. So you've got lots of stuff to choose from here, and what you want to do is pick the ones that hit the most buttons of the issues that the client has. And don't forget digestive enzymes, gut work, and extra nutrients. And this is especially necessary if cortisol is low. So before the adaptogens are going to do a good job, you have to restore digestive function and do a bit of gut work. And this is easily done with some digestive enzymes. And then obviously gut work is not easy and it will be ongoing, but getting the gut working somewhat better will help the adaptogen work better as well. These are the foods. Obviously, schizandra berries, maca, reishi. These are all foods. Goji berry, ashwagandha, licorice root, holy basil. Whole grains and legumes are good because they help stabilize blood sugar. Flax seeds, chia seeds for the EFAs and the fiber. They are also prebiotic. Nuts and seeds, of course. Fermented foods, lemon and limes, berries. So what we're doing with the foods is we're also ticking off a lot of the boxes that we need for cortisol support, like the gut, like the liver, blood sugar, stinging nettle tea, rhodiola tea, astragalus tea. So if you don't want to do them through supplements, you can do them through teas. turmeric or decoctions if you really wanted to go to that trouble, salmon and cold water fish. Lowering stress must happen at some point, so lifestyle considerations are essential. Because of the fight or flight response, the adrenals can overwhelm a supplement if the perceived stress is high enough. There's a point at which the adrenals don't care what you're taking. If it thinks you need to be in fight or flight, you're going to be in it. So some lowering of the stress, reassessing the lifestyle, the way the routine is set up daily. You know, some people are super stressed just because of how busy they are, and they just need somebody to help them sort of sort out how they can rearrange a given day or their daily tasks in a way that makes it easier for them. Deep breathing, meditation, mindfulness, light exercise, fresh air, sufficient and good quality sleep are also important things that you must consider as part of cortisol management, low or high. So the good news about cortisol management is most of what is good for high is good for low, right? So that you're trying to balance those adrenals. But individual conversations to find what gives clients joy and helps them relax will more than likely be needed as well. So one of the things I've always loved about lifestyle suggestion is you have a lot of freedom to work with the client to find out what they enjoy doing, what they have not been doing, that they really enjoyed, what helps them turn off their mind and get them to stop stressing. And I don't care if it's a specific television show or a hobby that they haven't found enough time to get to, or it's socialization with friends. It really doesn't matter what it is. It's what means something to the client.